welcome to the podcast that sometimes works. Sometimes the podcast gets recorded and published. And normally it's recorded live at twitch.tv/streamsbadly. That's streams badly. We used to be called Games Badly, now it's Streams Badly.
We rebranded.
And so, yeah, I think if all my dials and knobs and dials are correct, looks like live's working too right now. So I don't want to toot my horn so quickly, but I could do with tooting my horn because I'm stressed. I need to toot my horn good and proper.
Jake sits behind a big green curtain like in Wizard of Oz. He's like the man behind the curtain and he's pulling a load of fucking levers and pressing buttons.
That's me. Yeah, that's all I do. I'm just a vessel for Judd to say stupid shit, basically. That's the whole podcast.
And he's not even always that funny.
No, it's not good. We're never promising that. No. That's literally the whole branding of everything we do is, this is going to be bad, by the way.
Yeah.
But don't worry, everything is bad. Look, right, here's a little behind-the-scenes view. I'm lifting back that green curtain, telling you some shit that's gonna... So, Judd earlier was like, can we do the podcast, like, fairly early so that I've got more time to chill tonight? And I was perfectly happy with that. That's fine, that works for me. So, I was prepared from about 5 p.m. to do it.
Okay.
So, well, I knew I was... He sent this message to me about 4:30, and I responded being like, yeah, I should be ready from about 5 p.m. We should be all right. Yeah. And then, literally like 10 minutes later, I get an email from my mortgage advisor because I'm trying to buy a house. Who has basically been like, yeah, so £166,500. That's how much I'm trying to buy it for. That house isn't worth that much. It's worth £150,000. So the mortgage lender is not going to give you any money, basically. So they're basically gone, no. Oh my god.
Fuck me. Now see, when you said house troubles, I should have assumed you meant troubles with the house that you were going to get. For some reason, I thought something had kicked off at your house. I thought some shit were going down.
Oh, wait, so we'll get to that, Judd.
Oh, great. Oh, so that's happened as well.
Listen, that sounds like a big issue, doesn't it, with the house? And don't worry, it is. Definitely not the biggest one.
Fucking great. Go on.
So there's that happening. So it's essentially all we can do is go to the estate agent and be like, look, can we have the house for literally nearly £17,000 less? Can you knock off about 17 grand, just to a casual 17k? Because if not, we can't buy the house. So we've got to do that. It's not going to happen. So we're kind of just essentially fucked, because if they don't do that, what are we going to do? Yeah. Like, when are we going to be able to buy a house? It's insane. I'm already, like, I'm 24. I'm not far off being 25. And it's been insane. Bear in mind, me and my girlfriend are in a pretty good scenario when it comes to being able to afford a house. I will admit, we are in a fairly decent scenario, and we're still fucked. So that really shows you how bad everything is to do with that sort of dealio at the minute. Yeah. But that's happened. I don't want to dwell on that too much because we've got actually fun and interesting shit to talk about later. But moving on to the next one is my mum's cousin. Just a bit of cancer going on there. Lovely.
Oh god.
Nice one. That was great to hear right now. Fucking awful. I don't know if that makes them my uncle or what, but like, honestly, I swear to God, I don't know how much I can talk about it because I don't know how private people want to keep things, but
yeah.
Basically, this lady, one of her oldest son died of something, and now this is her youngest son who's had COVID, like pneumonia and cancer, and it's fucking absolutely dreadful. So yeah, that's pretty much the worst news you can hear. Oh no, my auntie has also got blood cancer. So
what the fuck? Stop!
Yeah, I think that's what it is she's got. I don't know if I've got the right term.
I didn't even know you could get blood cancer. I didn't even know that was one.
Is it leukemia? I think she's got. Yeah. Essentially, it's essentially blood cancer, bone marrow cancer. So literally, that's kind of pretty much all kicked off since I like to Judd to like, oh yeah, it's fine. I can do the podcast at 5 p.m. And then all that happened. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, I still made it. Still made it, folks.
Yeah.
I'm only about an hour's late. Don't worry about that.
He's here. Happy podcast, everyone.
Merry podcast.
I'm happy that the fucking 7 of you that are listening get to drag this one out of us. Fucking Jake's reeling from not getting a house and fucking
from being homeless and having 2 dying family members.
Yeah, having 2 dying family members, and I'm just feeling a bit sort of. I could do with a nice cup of tea and a lie down.
I'm also literally coughing my lungs out from. I've had a dog hair. I can feel it. I can feel exactly where it is. I've had a dog hair stuck in my throat for like a week
from eating your dog. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What do we say? Strangle your dogs. Oh my god, I can't believe that's actually turned into a recurring thing that we say on this. But it's a joke, by the way. It's not true. Don't actually
for new listeners, we don't just say strangle your dogs.
Yeah, it's not like an actual belief that we have that we want you to do. No. But don't worry, everyone. I'm coping in the most healthy of ways. I've bought myself a big old box of alcohol, and I bought not 1, not 2, but 3 scratch cards. So
do them now.
I've saved them to do them now. Good. So here we go. It's one of.
Yeah.
Can I show this? I don't know what I can show on street. I'm going to show the camera the type of game it is, but I'll describe it for the podcast. It's one of these dealios where you've got a box where you have to match 3 values of money, and if you match 3, you get that amount, and then there's a bonus prize. So if we get the little lottery symbol in the bonus one, then we get the amount of money that's underneath it.
You know,
a rucksack in those, it will double the lottery amount prize.
If you win anything off this, contractually, you owe me half because you said any profits made on stream. Any profits made on stream, if I was present, I got half. Those were the exact terms.
Made by the stream. How about we just clarify that?
No.
So I've scratched off the first line. We've got 2 £100,000 and a £5,000. So if I found another £100,000, I get my big old top prize of £100,000, and then I actually can afford the fucking house.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, can't actually afford all of it. If I get that, I still have to take out a huge loan. But okay, we got a £10. We got another 5,000. So if I get 5,000, if I get that 5,000, by the way, still can't afford the house. And a 20. So we need a 5,000 or 100,000. Oh, we've got another 10. If we see another 10, that could be a win. 5, last one, and a 50. That's nothing on that game. Anyway, that's the bottom prize, riveting content, by the way. Here's the bonus round. We got anything from that? No. God damn it. Right, number 2.
I can always put 100 quid on roulette.
Okay, just do it. Why not?
If you want to make this a fucking gambling podcast, that's absolutely fine with me. I love a good gamble, me.
We're on. That's not a good thing. We're on scratcher number 2, and we've not got any duplicate numbers yet. I've done 2 lines on the scratch card, and not got anything yet. We've got 2 5,000s on the last row. Ready? Can we get another 5,000? Oh, we've got 200,000s. Oh, I thought I got another 5,000 then. We've got 2 1,000s as well. So if we get a 1,000, a 5,000, or 100,000, then we're in the money.
Okay.
20 quid. Any in the bonus game? Come on, bonus game.
No, on bonus.
Nothing.
Come on.
Fuck.
Nothing.
Okay. Last chance. Come on, Scratchers. I really need this. My sanity's depending on it. Delicious beer. Anyway, here we go. Top row.
This is awful.
No duplicates.
This is terrible content.
Row number 2. What else we got? We've got 2 £100. Okay.
Okay.
We've got 2 20s.
All right.
Last row. We've got 2 50s. And nothing. Come on, lucky bonus round. And nothing. God damn it. What a waste. Oh my god.
How much was that? Was that like 3 quid?
Yeah, just
6
like
quid?
£3. It was.
Oh, right, okay.
To be honest, I only got 3 because it like rounded up the price of what I was buying to a whole number, so I didn't have to funny about with change and things like that. So that's, I don't know, that's that. What do you want me to say? I did some gambling and I've done some drinking, and great. What a lovely life we're in.
I've done some drinking and some gambling, and I've got 2 relatives with cancers.
Yep.
Merry podcast, everyone.
Oh, so speaking of being eternally sad, the football happened.
Oh, good.
Yeah, England got to the Euros final. Obviously, and Judd came round to watch it.
I did.
You know, we had some beer. Early goal, getting really excited.
2 minutes in.
Yeah, and obviously, by the end of the night, yeah.
I was saying to your mum dropped me off. She dropped me back off home after the match, and obviously we didn't win. You know how we'd had this. Well, actually, I was going to say we had this reoccurring joke on the last episode, but the last episode never aired. We couldn't even make it a loss.
It did. We managed it. It worked.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh God, right. Okay. How?
Yeah, I just made it work. It's fine.
All right, fine. Yes. So on the last one, we were saying, you know, if it's coming home, then it was just getting on it had got on the train, and now it's on the way home, and then we're waiting for the ticket to be validated. So essentially, for me, the ticket was valid, and then it was just sort of coming home, and then it had got the bus home, and then it was walking up its garden path. And as it was walking up its garden path, it tripped and broke its fucking neck on the door.
Yeah. Essentially, may as well have been.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
There's not really much else to say about that. It's just commiserations. The only silver lining is, right, the World Cup is only next year, so it's not actually very long to wait. So it's not like our players are gonna like age out of being good by then. So you never know. We might have a decent chance. If we absolutely bomb in the World Cup this like next year, I think it's actually in the winter next year. Gross. Make it in the summer so we can get even more drunk. I think if we do really bad next year in the World Cup, please make sure to send us clips of this podcast and make fun of us. You can tweet those at Tweets Badly if you want to get the clips. Check out the Streams Badly YouTube channel, because that's where they'll probably be. So there you go. That's that as well.
Nice
but, yeah,
one.
fucking hell, football. We are not normally interested in football at all. Only international football. And bloody hell, what a letdown.
I'm not too. Yeah, it would have been better if it actually came home. Yeah, it would have been better, but I'm not like beat up over the whole thing. Like, I do think this obviously the stuff we could have done better, and like, you know, but it was a really close game.
We didn't really deserve to win with how we played. Let's be honest.
No,
we weren't the best team.
No, we weren't. They had more possession. They were quicker. You know, they did a lot of stuff right that we weren't doing right. So it was just, I'm not beat up about it at all. And if people are if people are like smashing stuff up and up like about it, then they're actually certifiably retarded.
Yeah. Yep. You heard it here first, folks. From 2 actual clinical psychologists. That's a joke. That's a joke for the people who don't realise that's a joke, because everyone's an idiot. So, anyway, football not come home. It's couldn't be much further from home at this point. So
it's like Spider-Man Far From Home, but it's football.
Oh dear. But basically, I was really hoping on that, because I've been fucking dying for a win. Of just something that I can actually like enjoy.
I just need a win.
Honestly, it's fucked. I was telling my mum earlier when I was telling her all about like commiserating the house falling through and things like that. I've been tracking. I've got a sleep tracking spreadsheet, and I've been tracking my sleep for over a year now, and it shows quite measurably that I haven't been well rested in over a year. Like, I haven't recuperated and got, like, on a good level of sleep for over a year at this point.
Terrible.
So that gives you a good idea of how well things are going in life. Speaking of things going well, what are these segues? Boxing. right? Last podcast we said it didn't even happen, the second chance, but we the third chance, we've been trying to do it every Monday, weekly, 3 attempts we've had at it so far, and 2 out of 3 where we've actually managed to teach Judd some boxing.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Have we seen any improvement, Judd?
Yeah, hello.
No, not really.
Yeah, we have. You told me that we've seen
sessions, Judd. Of course, nothing's happened. Judd's cardio is still like probably the worst I've ever seen out of anyone. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone get out of breath as quick as you.
Last time you knocked me on my ass. I weren't knocked on my ass this time. That's at least a little bit of improvement. That's at least a minuscule amount of improvement.
Sure.
There we go. There we go. I never said. Oh, I went from being, fat ginger retard to being fucking. I was gonna say Conor McGregor, but the only difference there is that he's not fat.
He's still shit of fighting. Oh my god! But. There's not really much to report yet, other than Judge still can't breathe. I'm surprised he's not out of breath doing this podcast at this point.
Actually, I was shouting a bit then, and I kind of ran out of breath a little bit.
Oh, holy shit! But yeah, boxing continues. We'll update you every week that we do it, and eventually I might give Judd a compliment. I might do.
You're such a fucking liar, because you gave me compliments on the day. You were like, oh yeah, you're doing this okay, you're doing this. You need to improve on that. Only now that we have an audience that you're like, oh well, no, it's absolute fucking terrible.
Yeah, well, that's not good content, is it though, Judd? Come on.
No, it's not. No, you are right. Yeah.
And also,
in fact, if you want to delete that bit I just said about you compliment me on the.
Bear in mind, I'm trying to be encouraging as well. If I was actually like comparing you to any sort of real world fight, I'd go, "Oh no, you're dead." But thing is, I would also say that about me. So
I also don't. I've never been sort of like one that bigs myself up. Like I know that I'm not a good fighter. I know.
Although,
I'm not a retard.
Having said that,
I am a retard.
Technically, you've never lost a fight though.
No,
technically undefeated. I will say that.
Technically undefeated. Yeah.
I have definitely lost a fight before. That's a great segue to talking about that story. Yeah. I don't know. Actually, thinking about it, I don't know if you could say definitely. Because it depends on the scenario. I'm counting it as a loss, put it that way. Because my mum was saying, "Come on, we should probably go to A&E," and I was like, "Nah, I'm fine."
When was this?
It was in high school. It would have been the year before you joined the same high school as me. I would have been in year 8 in high school, probably. No, I wouldn't. No, it was earlier than that. I would have been the first year at high school.
So you're in year 7, yeah.
Yeah, year 7. Which is what? Probably 13 years old?
Yeah.
I think that's about right, isn't it? Maybe as young as 12 at that point, but I would have probably been... It was on the back end of it. I would have been probably 13. And basically, what happened was, there was this lad who was 2 years older than me. He was in year 9, which would have been... I say 2 years older than me. It might have been like a year and a half older than me. It might have been 14. 14? Would he have been that old, though? In year 9? I thought 14 was year 10. Am I getting this right here?
I don't know, dude.
Let's just say that's the case.
I just want to hear the part where you get your head kicked in, to be honest.
Okay, great. So what happened was, I had a small victory to start. Essentially, there was a lunch queue. Do you remember how the lunch queue was at our school? There was no organisation. They basically made you kind of like stand...
Hunger Games. They literally made you Hunger Games.
There was a very disorganised line, and they made you kind of stand before the entrance to this building. Do you remember? I'm talking St. Michael's here, not Holy Trinity.
Yeah. I remember.
So we and they used to do it in years. So on like certain days, it would be the year 7s would be the first who were allowed to queue. On other days, it would be the year 10s. So and on this day, it was year 7s who were first to queue. So we were queuing. I had a couple friends who were in front of me, and then there was like one or two girls in front of them. And then, but what they would do is, when the queue was getting kind of smaller, they would call the next year on. So they'd called the year 8s to come, and then they were calling the year 9s after that. So they just called the year 9s to come, or I'm not even sure if they had actually. And this year 9 lad, rather than going to back at line like he was supposed to, literally barged right in front of one of these mates, one of my mates, and I don't, and literally the dinner ladies definitely saw him. 100% they saw him. And we didn't say anything about it. Before we even had a chance to say, what are you doing? Go to the back of the line. He just turned around to the smallest one of these mates and went, what are you going to do about it? And headbutted him. Like, literally like out of a fucking movie. I swear to God. It was insane. And he was one of these scrawny, like, shitty, chavvy lads. You know what? Yeah. You know the kind. So, I don't know what came over me at that age, because at that age I was still a pretty sensitive kid, I would say.
Yeah.
But I was holding my planner, because you had to show your planner to be able to get in. It's like, I don't know if other schools have a planner. It was just kind of like a school diary type of thing.
Yeah.
And you had to show it to get in for lunch. I don't know why. Yeah. But, so I had it in my hand to show them. So I decided to, like, use this planner as like a bat to whack this guy around the back of the face with, rather than even just punching him or anything. I just did that and immediately ran off.
You fucking idiot.
I don't know why I did that. I did hit him with a right whack. And everyone in line, it wouldn't have hurt him very much. It's like type of shit we would do for fun, like as a stupid thing.
Yeah, we would. We would just bop the back. Yeah.
But he did not like it, and obviously, because it's a bunch of school kids in the line, everyone went, oh, and so I immediately ran off and hid. And he stayed in the lunch queue because he didn't want to lose his spot. And then I waited a little while. We had a little giggle about it with my mates, and then we went for lunch, like once the queue had gone down a lot. And so when you go past that queue, you go down a corridor and actually into the dinner hall, and then you have to. They had different kind of stalls, didn't they, for different types of food you want? Do you want like the hot meal of the day? They had pasta pots you could always get, or you could get a sandwich.
No. I want a bacon sandwich, and I want a breakfast pizza on top. Actual thing that young Jordan used to get at breakfast.
So, but when you were in last, there wasn't any of those options. All of that had sold out, and all they had was the shitty hot meal, and it was always crap. And by then it was cold. So I had to go for that, but I was fine. I was reveling in my victory at this point. And then the next thing I remember was waking up on the floor of the dining hall with a bunch of blood around me. I was like, oh shit. Something's gone down. Because basically all that happened is this lad had just jumped me from behind. He'd just come round behind me and just knocked me out, like to the side of the face. And to this day, it's why my teeth are all wonky.
Nice.
Because he bashed my teeth all into a different position, and they kind of just grew out like that. Nice. And you can kind of feel it. If I feel round my teeth, there's like they kind of peak on one side of my mouth, which is the opposite side of where he hit me. So he was left-handed, so he hit me on my right side of my face, and like that bit of my teeth is flatter than the other side. And I just woke up in this puddle of blood, feeling fine at that point. I must have been knocked out a little while. And bear in mind, I'd been... I think he must have kicked me when I were on the floor or something as well. Like, he didn't just knock me out and just walk off. He must have, like, done some shit. My nose was, like, bleeding.
He must have, like, world starred you and, like, jumped on you or some shit,
Yeah, so that happened. And bear in mind, there was enough time for this lad to knock me out, beat me up a bit more on the floor, leave me there, a pile of blood to accumulate, and me wake up before any staff, any dinner ladies, teachers, anyone did anything about it. That all happened. literally, to get something to be done about it, I had to go somewhere else. I had to get up and walk out of the dining room and go to the reception and say, excuse, they were looking at me with like blood all over my face. Excuse me, I've just left a mess in the dining room. There's blood everywhere. What are you gonna do about it? And they were kind of like, don't know. We'll call your mum. See what she'll do about it. And that's all they did. They called my mum, and I just sat there waiting for her to turn up for about 20 minutes. And then she was the one who like kind of made anything happen, made them even look for the lad who did it. Like, holy shit, you know? It was, and that's the only time that I would ever say I lost a fight, I guess, because I shouldn't have been cocky and, because I knew he was in that room. I shouldn't have been cocky and just walking in thinking he's not going to do anything now. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? Having said that, he didn't exactly like start a fight. I got jumped. So take from that for what you will. I'm counting it as I lost a fight because I think that was fucking stupid. But
well, I mean, yeah. Well,
what do you think of that one?
The thing is now, if we ever see him around town, we'll just wait for him to get drunk and stomp his head in. So
nah.
Swings around him.
Well, the thing is, I remember seeing him working in Primark years later, and I wouldn't have needed any fucking help to stomp his head, and he didn't look any different from when he fucking did that to me. So, and he weren't exactly in a better position than I was, put it that way. He looked grim, so...
Yeah.
You know, that's the age-old story of, like, someone might do something like that to you, but in the end, you'll end up being richer and more better off than them. Wait, actually, my house is falling through and I can't afford a house, and I'm not actually
no. But to be fair, you are actually getting on the house market. You will never get on the house market. You know that.
Is that happening?
I mean, yeah. It's a terrible process and it sucks, but you are kind of.
No, I mean, currently, Judd, it's not looking like it. This is my third fucking try.
I'm trying to give you a win.
There isn't any. The moral of the story, and the moral of this podcast is there isn't one. There's no. Stop looking for it. Everything is badly. Okay, it's all terrible. Everything is bad. Speaking of bad.
We need to put that on a fucking plaque somewhere.
Everything is bad. I've got, shall I make it a sticker on the Redbubble store? There's a Redbubble merch store, by the way, for this podcast. I bet you didn't fucking know that, did you? Look in the description of however you listen. I'm talking to the listener, Joe, the one listener. However you're experiencing this podcast, check in the description or whatever's there. There will be a link to merch, believe it or not. Didn't know that, did you? It's all the money goes to me. Judd didn't do anything.
No, that was actually agreed upon. That is in the contract.
Judd, speaking of this contract as if it actually exists, by the way, it's just like something we said to each other once. Went, yeah, right.
That's a verbal contract.
Well, I think OBS might have crashed. Can you still hear me, Judd?
I can still hear you.
Right, I'm just going to keep stalling and waiting to see if the graphics update on OBS, because it looks to have crashed. Thing is, we're still moving on it, but the volume mixer isn't, and the counter for how long we've been recording isn't going up.
Okay, so
hello? Oh shit!
What?
Ghost Hand says it's all okay on this end. Well, at least that's still working as well.
Okay, so the stream's working.
Well, fuck me. Wait, let's see if this works. Let's see if this changes anything. Nope. Right. I'm just going to assume it's all fine and carry on.
I'm sure that will pay off. I'm sure just assuming that it's all right will pay off.
Yes, as it always does. Like, come on, you know.
Sure.
Oh, damn it. I mean, if anyone could, should we open... It changed, it's fine.
Oh, is it alright?
No, see, I don't think Ghost Hand knows what I mean. So, yeah, I know that I just tried to change the scene on the podcast so it, looked different. Okay. And that did change. But if I do this... So now, if anyone's watching the video version of the podcast, you can see OBS, which is what I used to record. These volume level things, which normally, they, kind of bounce up and down. You'll know what I mean if you've ever seen a volume level. They're not moving. And neither is the timer to show how long we've been recording and things like that. But fuck it. Are we going with fuck it?
Fuck it.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, look, it's not changed now. It's not changing anymore.
Oh, okay. So it is crashing just slowly.
I think I've done it. I'm just gonna carry on and act like nothing's happening. Cause
it's like the Hindenburg. It's crashing, but it's slowly crashing.
This is almost as bad as the time that me and Dan forgot to go for our exam. What a segue, Judd. I should be a professional podcaster. Oh my god! I think it's caught up. It's caught up.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Holy
go.
shit, that was weird. Oh my god. Right, yeah. So, here's another story from when I was in high school. This was when we were when I was in the last year of high school, in year 11. Would I have been 16 yet? Don't know. Let's say I would have been either 15 or 16, taking our, final exams for high school. Yeah. Don't know if that helps for anyone who doesn't have the same school system. So, what happens, right, when you're kind of that age and taking your last exams, you don't really go into school. You don't really go into class very regularly because you've kind of done all your classes and all your learning. So you only have to go into school for the exams. Okay? But you have to go in your uniform and everything like that and turn up for your exam. I think it was 15 minutes early, was it? Something like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
So you just have to go in for the exams. They give you exam timetable and everything, and that's fine. So because we were barely in school at this point, we're barely actually in class, me and my friend Dan were spending a lot of time kind of making videos or whatever. We were hanging out and stuff like that. And he'd said to me, "Oh, we've not got an exam on Wednesday." I'm pretty sure it was a Wednesday as well. Come round to mine and we'll make some stupid videos or whatever. And so I did. I got my mum to drop me off, just in normal clothes and things like that. And
yeah.
then we were literally in the middle of making a fucking dumb video on Dan's landing. He didn't even have a space in his room to fit a desk or anything to put his computer in. At that point, his room was literally a cupboard that they could fit a single bed in because they were still building the rest of his house. So we were just fucking about on a landing, recording a stupid video, and Ghostan says it's pretty much the same here in Brazil. We usually have these tests early in the year, but after it's basically a ghost town. Yeah, so it was that kind of scenario. And his mum came upstairs and went, "Boys, you've got an exam." and Dan was like, "Nah, no, we haven't. It's fine." And the thing is, he'd invited me round, and because I was way too trusting of Dan, because I didn't even check. I didn't even think to check. Dan just went, "Oh, we ain't going on Wednesday. Come round." I didn't memorize a timetable. I didn't put it in a calendar or anything. At that point, I was nowhere near as autism as I am now. That's not a joke. That one's true. So she just came up. So we're like, well, fuck, what do we do? Because it was, and at this point, it wasn't like the exam had just started and they were ringing being like, "Where are you? 'Cause the exam's just started and you're supposed to be here." No, it was already 15 minutes, 20 minutes into the exam when this was happening. And Dan's mom was just like, "We're just gonna have to go and try and do it." So, nice. And this was we weren't terribly worried because this was a religious education exam.
I was just going to say this wasn't like an English or a maths or like a science, or this was
no, it wasn't anything important like that. So it was an RE exam, and so we literally, it was an hour-long exam, I think. We arrived 35 minutes late, not in uniform, just came in, sat down thinking, well, shit. And we did our best. I got a C or a D. Nothing terrible, nothing good. Dan got an A.
Oh, nice.
And honestly, there was 2 RE exams, I think, for the qualification. And he did better in that one than the other one. So that kind of shows you how good the judging is and all that shit. Or how well Dan does under pressure, one of those two. But
well, no, it's not a hard one, RE, really, is it? Because you just sort of go, well, people think this because of this reason. An opposition might think this because of this reason. It's not a hard one, Ari.
That is true, but like
I fucking passed RE the first time round, so
yeah, put it that way. And it took Judd like many years to pass his English and maths
Oh
GCSE.
God, I didn't pass my English and my maths until I was 18, 19. So
here's a question for any Americans or even other countries, even Brazil, even maybe.
Yeah.
What are your qualifications called? Because in high school, we, from about the age of 12 to 16-ish, our qualifications are called GCSEs. Are they called something else?
They're called in Brazil. They're called reaching your goals because they like football.
That was fucking awful. I'm muting you for that. I'm muting you for that. I can't do it. I can't. Yeah, I've muted him. I muted him for that. That's. He don't get to speak on this podcast anymore. He's literally just pissing himself laughing. That's the whole thing that's happening. That was awful. That's the worst. Somehow, that's the worst thing you've ever said on this podcast.
Best thing I've said.
I can't believe that actually came out of your mouth. Oh my god! You know what? I've lost a house. I've had 2 relatives. I've learnt 2 relatives have got cancer today, and that's still the worst thing I've heard all day. That's still the worst thing I've heard. So.
Oh,
I've got an answer for you, Jude, from Brazil. I've got an actual Brazilian answer for you. Okay. We don't actually have finals. We just have the tests spread through the year, even in high school and college. But you get a qualification though, right? Like surely, but at the end of high school, you like get an A in English, for example, or something. Like surely you get like essentially a piece of paper that says I am this good at this subject. And for us, those are called GCSEs. The high school ones, anyway. Then you go to college and you do more complicated ones, and those are called A-levels. Or they might be called something else, but normally they're called A-levels. But I'm interested. I'm interested what they're actually called. Because you hear people say, "Oh, we've got finals." Finals of what? Like, what are they? Like, what are they called? You know, kind of weird. Delicious beer. Anyway, Judd.
Yes.
I got something else for you.
Go on.
So, I've got a recurring segment I thought we could do. I wanted to give it a try.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna write a jingle for it potentially and put it on the soundboard. I don't know. Right. I haven't done that yet. So, but there's an important part that you're gonna play in making this jingle. Okay.
Okay.
One sec.
Do it.
I want you to improvise one with your mouth right now, and then next time we do this segment, I will have made like an actual professional jingle based on whatever stupid shite you do right now.
Okay.
Ready?
So,
are you ready? I don't want to give you much warning. I'm going to just count down from 3 right now. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
That's it.
Cool.
I might just keep
that. I actually might just keep that.
You have to put me saying that's it at the end of it.
I'll remix that into an actual jingle. Okay, before we get into the segment, I'm reading out more messages from Ghoststand. They say it's by number from 0 to 10. That's actually, our system's changed to that as well now. But here it doesn't matter much for college. Here it's called School Historic. What the fuck kind of name is that? But there's a single test here that puts you in college. It's called vestibular. Oh, okay. So you don't actually get... Okay. That's fucking weird. I get it, but also... that doesn't sound good.
Thank you for sharing with the class. You're fucking...
Yeah. Anyway, on to the segment. It's Debate Club. It's time for Debate Club, Judd.
Oh,
this is what the segment is.
All right, okay.
What this is, right, is you will take your stance on a topic. Oh no! I had a better name for it. This is what I wanted to call for it. This is what the title of the segment's called. Why you're wrong. okay? So you're going to take a stance on some stupid, trivial topic, right?
All
and
right.
whether I agree with you or not, I'm going to tell you why you're wrong, okay?
Okay, all right.
And I have to kind of essentially convince you why you're wrong, whether you are or not. Okay.
And by the end of it, I need to have sort of like been swayed to your way of thinking.
Well, I'll just try my best for an indeterminable amount of time, and we'll see. There's no interview, no recommendation letters. If you are going to a specific test on a specific university, you are in. Here, it's not based on whether you're actually good or anything. It's based as to whether you identify as like non-binary or a helicopter or something like that. Take that out. Take that out of the podcast. It's a joke.
You're in charge of that. Why are you?
It's a joke because it would be ridiculous if that's the case. Would it be? What's the stance I'm supposed to take here?
I don't know, but I have to take the opposite one.
It's all jokes. It's all jokes. Look, right. So, like, the topic could be anything. I've picked one for today. So the topic could be, for example, what is the nicest tasting liquid? Okay. You know, it could be, nitrogen. You know, which video game character is the most camp, for example. Okay. Which, you know, what is the right amount of babies to have? That maybe might be a bit too political. It's normally more mundane than that. You know, what colour on the B&Q colour determining spectrum should grass be? You know, something like that.
Should just grass be.
So what we've got today, it's a nice simple one. It's a nice simple one. It might be a little bit UK kind of based, but you know, they got this in all over the world. What we're debating today is what is the best item on the McDonald's menu? Now, this doesn't have to be always on the menu. It could be like a special item that they have. It doesn't even have to be a UK one. That'll probably hurt your debate chances quite a bit because you'll probably have not tried it if it's not a UK one. But yeah, so you just pick your item, and I will.
Do I just tell you my stance, or do I give a reasoning for my stance?
Yeah, give your stance and give a brief reasoning why you think that, and I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Okay. Here we go. The best item on the McDonald's menu is the fries. And I'll tell you why it's the fries. It's because you pretty much always get the fries with something. On average, you're pretty much always gonna get fries. Like, I actually think you're a bit of a weirdo if you get something like a burger or some chicken nuggets and you don't get fries with it. You need fries there to complement the dish.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, Judd. Being a weirdo, as we know, is a good thing. So
he's done me already.
So I would say that's the end of the segment. Here we go. We did it, folks. Here we go. No, but so fries. You don't need them. You don't have to get them. Okay, we're calling it out now. Hashtag don't order fries 2021. Hashtag no more fries 2021. You don't need them, right? In fact, what I'll add to that as well, actually, because not only that, they're actually a scam. You don't actually want the fries. The fries suck. They're cold. They don't salt them proper. You never actually know what you're getting. The McDonald's is all about consistent. You know what you're getting with McDonald's. You know it's going to be decent. Apart from the fries, that everyone says this. You know it for a fact, right? Everyone loves the consistent McDonald's. It's why it's a comfort, easy thing to order, easy thing to go get. But if you're getting fries, it'll be like, oh, you've got a better batch of fries than me. You know, yours are more salted. Oh, yours are more fresh. Yours have just been put in. You know, always happens. If you get a Big Mac, it's a fucking Big Mac. You know. If you get some nuggies, it's fucking nuggies. Okay, right? So fries, least consistent, but you don't actually want them. The only reason people actually always get fries is because they scam you into thinking you're getting a better deal by ordering a meal. And here's why. So really, you don't want a meal. You don't really need a meal. I'm going to now refer to my co-debater, Ghost Hand, as to weigh in on his thoughts on this. Maybe not the best, but more consistently good is your average Big Mac with fries and Coke. You always know what to expect. It's just fine. Exactly. Reinforcement of my argument. So that's why fries are bad. Now, I think that's a pretty convincing argument. But what I also have to try and do, take it one step further, is to convince you on a different item. Now, okay, you might think I'm going for a Big Mac, maybe even a Big Tasty. Now, that was one of my considerations. Chicken Legend, fuck it, even what are they called? Chicken Selects, chicken strips. I don't know if they're called Selects.
I actually really like.
They're pretty
Selects.
consistent, quite well ordered. Thing is with Chicken Selects, they had to take them off the menu because they were like killing people recently in the UK.
What?
So,
is that happening?
Yeah. So,
what?
So no, they put them back on now. It's fine. They fixed it.
Okay, I was gonna say I can't have shit in this country.
I'm going for the gusto here, Judd, because I'm going for a very underdog option. Try and convince you of, but I fully believe in it, and this isn't one where I'm playing devil's advocate, because if I was, I would pick a more safe option. I truly believe this. The best item on the McDonald's menu is the filet-o-fish.
Oh,
that is the best item on the menu. Here's why. I'll tell you why. Right? You know when you're ordering a burger at McDonald's.
Yes.
You never know what bun you're gonna get. They've got so many different buns. They're all hard. They're not great. They're not great. They have to smear sauce on a Big Mac to make it not stale bread, right? And not only that, they put too much bread in the Big Mac. Why do you want a middle bread? What the fuck is that? Okay, stupid. Yes. Okay. That is definitely right. There's too much bread.
What? I will just chime in right now. The middle bread thing is fucking stupid. I've never got the middle
Real
bread
dumb.
thing.
Really dumb.
Why is there just middle bread?
Don't get it. Right? But I swear to God,
I can't hear witty retort.
Chicken nuggets used to be amazing. 10 years ago, they did something, but today they are underwhelming at best. That happened to fries as well. That's another problem with fries. I think what happened was they used to fry things like nuggets and fries in beef tallow. So technically the fries weren't vegetarian. But now they use vegetable oil everywhere, so they can make things vegetarian. And I have to say they swapped to something quite drastically different. They've done a good job at kind of keeping it. Anyway, fries are bad. Right, filet-o-fish easily has the best bun. Have you ever had one? Have you ever had a filet-o-fish?
No, I don't like fish.
Neither do I, Judd. That's how good it is. I'm telling you. You know this. I don't eat fish. Literally tonight, my family cooked fish for tea, and I said, no, I don't want it. I'm all right. I don't really like fish. I'm not into fish. That's how good this is. That's how good this burger is. It has. I swear to God. Next time you go, try one. It has the softest, nicest bread. I defy you to find an item on the McDonald's menu, on the bread menu for McDonald's that has softer bread. Okay, right?
Okay.
The fish is delicious. It's fresh. It's crispy. You know when you go to a fish and chip shop, an English fish and chip shop.
Yes.
If you don't normally get fish from there, do you? You're normally a sausage and chip guy.
I usually get sausage and chips. Yeah.
And what's the worst part about the sausage?
Well. Round here, it's because the sausage is fucking shit. But I mean,
no, it's the batter. It's the batter, Judd. And even when you get the fish, it's battered. Oh, it's too much batter. It's like it's overly greasy. It's gross. Thing is, you know what? Whatever McDonald's is doing to the filet of fish, it fucking fixes it. Because you can tell why. Because they've got sauce and melted cheese on that burger, right? If you had a greasy, soggy fish that was fried kind of like that nice soft bun would be soggy and mushy, and it isn't. It isn't. It's perfect. And tell you what, this is the other thing. They don't take it too far either. It's not too dry. They've got some delicious, nice, zesty, fucking tartar sauce. This is essentially mayo that's better. Complements fish even better, right? You didn't know that you need cheese with fish. Now you do. I'm telling you, filet of fish, it's the one to try.
Well, they have cheese on the fish.
So the configuration is bottom bun, slice of normal McDonald's cheese, the fish, the fish pie, some tartar sauce on top, and then the top bun.
All right, okay. All right, listen. All right, this is what I'm gonna give you. I think you swayed me that fries are no longer the best item on the menu. You haven't swayed me that the fillet of fish is the best item on the menu because I've not tried it yet. However, the next time I visit a McDonald's, I will try a fillet of fish.
I'm taking it, and I'm telling you what, you'll be surprised. I know you don't like fish. You probably like fish less than me, actually. But
Yeah.
swear to God, you will be surprised. I've been jumping on this bandwagon recently. So every time I've ordered McDonald's, this is literally how much I believe in it. Every time I've ordered McDonald's since trying the Filet-O-Fish, since thinking, who the fuck orders that?
Yeah.
Every single time I've ordered a Filet-O-Fish. Every time. Whether I'm ordering something else or not, I've thought, I'm just going to slap a Filet-O-Fish on there because that's a good-ass burger, you know?
So what's tartar sauce like? What's that like?
It's mayo, but with, like, some chopped-up pickle in it.
Okay. I might ask for that without, because I don't like fucking mayo or pickle.
That's fair,
So-
I guess. I'll let you take that, but...
Okay.
The tartar sauce is not... I like tartar sauce. I like that. I think that's good. But I'll let you get away with that. Ghost Hand is putting some of their thoughts in as well. They've said, in my opinion, the fries tend to be either oversalted or soggy. They've said that, you know, the chicken nuggets have changed, and I kind of explained why that might be. They've also said the McFlurries are usually nice, at least where in Brazil.
If the fucking machine is working.
Yeah, which it never is. Also, here's the other thing. I'm not a big ice cream guy, to be fair, but I would argue that the McFlurries suck. I think they're bad.
I like the McFlurries. I like, especially the Smarties McFlurries.
I don't get it. I don't get, like, the appeal of a McFlurry because there's so much other ice cream that's better. And, like, I'm not saying that, like, as in, it's McDonald's. There's so many burgers that are better than McDonald's burgers. But I'm
Burger King.
I'm putting it in the frame of other similarly priced things that are just as convenient, you know, such as like supermarkets where you could get ice cream, again, an ice cream van, for example. An ice cream van, like a 99p flake. Like they're normally not that cheap now because of inflation. Like £1.50, you can get a coned swirly ice cream with a flake in it, and it's better than a fucking McFlurry. It's like, and the McFlurry's like more money as well. I don't understand the appeal too much. It's kind of just like a mildly expensive, mediumly decent soft serve ice cream. It's just ice cream. I don't know. There's nothing to shout about.
I don't know. I like them. I like them. I can't tell you what it is specifically about them. I just like them.
There was one I remember years ago. I love trying the McDonald's seasonal menu. By the way, you know when they have like a special edition on McDonald's UK International event, because they had, was it European? Oh yeah,
that'd make sense with the Euros going on.
No, it weren't. It weren't with the Euros football going on. It was years ago. They had like burgers per country. So they had like a French one. They did an Italian one.
I'm going to say burger per capita then.
They did like an Argentinian one. Oh fuck! I can't find them. McDonald's. The best one was the French one. McDonald's UK French burger. I want to find this. The French stack. Is this it? I think it was this. The French stack. What did this have in it? It was £4.50. Alexa, what's £4.50 in US dollars?
£4.50 is about $6 and 23 cents.
Hope you heard that. I don't know if you did.
I definitely heard. Yeah. I heard that.
So, what does it have in it? It's not very complicated. It's essentially 2 beef burgers with 2 slices of cheese, bacon, and on the bottom and the top had garlic mayo, some lettuce, and a garlic bread type of bun. Great taste of the world. That was it.
Lots of garlic then, which is fine actually because I like garlics.
Ghost Hand's saying, you know what would be amazing if they served the fish fillet with salsa verde, green Italian sauce. Ooh, shit.
No. We can't do anything Italian in this country. Not anymore.
Not after we've lost to them in the Euros. No, I mean, that does sound good to me. That does sound good, but I wouldn't want to like sully the Filet-O-Fish because of it. I wouldn't want it as part of the Filet-O-Fish. It'd have to be a different fish burger for that for me. So here's the ones that they had, by the way, in this event. They had the French stack, which is what I've just, explained. They had the Canadian stack. I want to be able to tell you what was on all of these. Let's see what was on the Canadian stack. I'm going to end up ordering McDonald's later, aren't I? McDonald's, please sponsor us. After all this promotion, we've made everyone not want to order fries ever again, but they will order a shit ton of Filet-O-Fish, and that is not expensive.
Yeah. They're gonna be like, why the fuck do we keep running out of Filet-O-Fish?
So
we don't have that much, Paul.
The Canadian stack is 2 beef patties with the cheese on. It's essentially the same thing as the French one, but it's also got maple bacon.
Oh yes,
well, it's got, sorry, I've got that wrong. It's got bacon and maple barbecue. So it's normal bacon, maple barbecue.
One of them at one point was doing like maple cured bacon, like proper like. One of them was doing like thin bacon strips. Like, I don't know which one was doing that at one point, but I used to get that one and it was really good.
Here's another one that I tried quite a lot of.
God, I'm a fat cunt.
There was there's the other one was the Indian chicken one. Now this was obviously between 2 naan breads. Apparently they had all of these for the World Cup as well. That might have been it. That might have been where these came from. I don't know. Could have been. It actually probably was, because 2018 it was probably for that.
Over like in I don't know, Brazil or somewhere. The one that they were doing for like the English one just had a load of like cigarette buds.
What's this got on it? Fucking hell! Tell you what, on just a side tangent. The UK news publications, their websites are fucking awful. They ask you to pay a subscription fee to read. Fuck me. There's adverts on still, even if you pay that subscription fee, but anyway. So the Indian chicken one was 2 chicken selects, essentially, 2 chicken strips. Google up World Cup McDonald's menu. I'll see if I've got time. It was a sweet and sticky onion relish, kind of like, one of those mango onion relishy type things. It had onions on and cucumber, as well as like... I don't think it was yogurt. You know how they sometimes have yogurt in Indian type dishes? I think it was something similar to yogurt on the other side, between 2 garlic naan kind of... They weren't like garlic naans necessarily. They're kind of like 2 garlic naan burger buns, in a way. So that was that one. There was the Swiss stack. Now, I might be confusing the French stack and the Swiss stack as being the best one. The Swiss stack might have been the one, actually. We'll see. Let me just Google up what was on this one. Swiss stack burger McDonald's. Shout out to the website Burger Lad, by the way. We've just done reviews on every single one of these, and is how I'm getting all this. So it had 2 Irish beef patties.
Who do you think the guy who runs Burger Lad? Give me a description of the guy who runs Burger Lad.
Oh god, that'd be.
Oh wait, hold on. He's staring right back at me in this fucking on this fucking screen. It's me. It just looks like me.
So the Swiss stack had 2 beef patties. Controversial opinion, by the way. 1 beef patty is enough. It's just too much if you put an extra burger patty on. They had Emmental cheese, so they had a special cheese. Beechwood smoked bacon.
Oh yes.
More cheese. And like crispy onions in a toasted and lettuce in a toasted lettuce bud. That sounds the best. That might be the one
I like this one.
There was something about the French sauce, I think, that was really nice though. I think it might have been the Swiss one. I definitely
This one really should be burger so badly, shouldn't it?
Yeah, probably. Right, they had the Italian stack. I remember I definitely had this one. The Italian stack burger. Back onto Burger Lad, of course. This one has 2 beef patties again. Creamy, kind of cheese made with mozzarella. Only 1 slice of it because they couldn't afford 2. So it was American cheese with a bit of some mozzarella mixed in, and just like a tomato sauce on the bottom. There was another sauce on top as well, but I remember trying this one and thinking, nah, it's not actually that great. So, yeah. That's that one. Then there was the Jamaican chicken one. I had a fair amount of this actually as well, because I think it might have been on the same week as a Swiss stack. It was Jamaican chicken burger. That sounds good as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This what I'm looking for? No, they did have a Jamaican. They did have a jerk chicken and bacon sourdough one at a different time, but that's not what I'm looking for. So this one was 2 chicken selects, spicy jerk sauce, which obviously wasn't spicy because it's McDonald's. So it's when they say spicy, it's not actually spicy.
It's not. It never is.
Some cool mayo, beechwood smoked bacon, pepper jack cheese, red onion and lettuce on a jerk bun. So that one was decent as well, but So yeah, that's the Great Taste of the World. They also did, I think this is the World Cup menu actually, because they did like some little cheesy football bites. They did a Thai special as well, I think.
Ooh.
Thai special burger. Special burger McDonald's. Again, Burger Lad coming in strong. This one's rated the highest actually, the Thai special. So this one has one of the like chicken legend patties, sweet chili sauce, Thai mayo, shredded lettuce, red onion, and it's essentially like a jacked up chicken legend. Anyway, we've talked about burgers for far too long.
Yes.
And we got other shit to do, so thanks for listening to the podcast. That's the end of the podcast. It's actually gone okay, believe it or not. Is this the win I was looking for? Holy shit! Oh, God. Well, cheers to that. Skull! I'm drinking now.
Don't make that
beer.
Drinking alcohol. Don't.
Delicious, succulent beer. But the podcast continues. The stream continues after. This is just the end of the podcast, but thank you for listening to the podcast. Right, Judd, what are you going to say? What's the last thing you're going to say?
I'm not going to say anything because every time I say something at the end of these things, it's awful. And the fucking we get the Twitch moderators ringing us up like, "Are you going to commit any terrorist acts at any point in the future?"
Bye.